The comic industry has been in an awful state for years, and one side of that is the content being created. We get really terrible stories like when Amelia Clark created a comic about a strong, independent woman whose superpower was her period. And the other giant reason why the industry's been failing is because of the people the companies are hiring. We've got people who shove their own personal political opinions into stories, take existing characters, and ruin them to be more with the times, and it's no surprise another DC and former Marvel writer is exposing their bigotry on social media. But before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I wanted to start with this Bounding into Comics article. It says DC Comics writer Vita Ayala exposes her bigotry, says no cis dudes should apply for associate editor position at Marvel. And this isn't the first time that this person has made comments like this and created bad content that I've talked about. But it says DC Comics writer Vita Ayala, who is currently writing Nubia and the Amazons, Wonder Woman, and Batman Urban Legends, exposed her bigotry when she declared that no cis dude should apply for an associate editor position at Marvel. It says her comments came in response to a former Marvel.com writer sharing a link to an associate editor position for Marvel.com. It does explain that the job description, which now has been removed from Disney's website, stated Marvel Entertainment is seeking a pop culture expert to join Marvel Digital Media in the role of an associate editor. The former New Mutants and Champions writer at Marvel Comics responded to the original tweet saying, "Black and brown people, especially femme people, please apply." Now, I tried to go to this tweet to see the responses because it sounds like people were pretty upset with this tweet, and rightfully so. But of course, she has me blocked, so I do not know if she's got a blockchain going on, if she was blocking specific accounts, but either way, I ended up blocked by her, not like I care. But in a follow-up tweet, she said the fact that people are angry that I tweeted that black and brown people should apply and call it racism is funny and sad at the same time. I hope they figure themselves out sometime soon because they are only telling on themselves with that nonsense. And then she decided to triple down saying black and brown people, queer people, people that are not cis dudes, and any combo of the above. If you are even a little curious about being an associate editor for Marvel, click through, apply, you are needed. Attitude like this is absolutely disgusting. It doesn't matter who you are, what your ethnicity is, what your background is. No one should be going around attacking people based on the color of their skin or their sexuality, and she is literally doing that and has no cares in the world about it. This person isn't afraid at all to say how much they hate certain groups of people and how they don't want companies to hire people based on their sexuality, and that's terrible. It's completely uncalled for, but of course, when it's about straight dudes online, individuals like her think that it's funny and act like it's a joke or it's not that serious. Scrolling down, she went on to make another terrible tweet saying bigots loathe the idea of black and brown people, queer people, non-cis dude people, and any intersection of the above apply for this job. I personally have no cares in the world. Go for it if you're black and brown, queer, non-cis. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and apply for the job, but everyone should get a fair opportunity to get that position. It shouldn't matter what your skin color is or what your sexuality is. Everyone should be able to potentially get this job. We all know how people like this are. They go on social media, make disgusting statements like this, then still expect people they attack to go and buy their crappy products, and when her newest comic doesn't sell, she's gonna cry about it, claiming people didn't support it because they're ists and phobes. These are the types of people that DC and Marvel are focused on hiring, and I do not agree with it. Not people that care about writing a good story or providing people with escapism. No. They're focused on hiring people that attack consumers and want pretty terrible hiring practices at companies. And I've talked about this person in the past. She's not someone that's new to social media or new to controversy. This was from June. It says Static Season 1 creative team reveals Static Shock's updated origin has been shaped by tragedy and police brutality. I bet you all can't guess who wrote this story. It says, scrolling down, however, the series is not a simple retelling of Static's origin story, as series writer Vita Ayala and the character colorist have reportedly approached the series with the intent to ground Hawkins' story in the modern socio-political climate. Of course, they took an existing character and completely twisted around their backstory because they wanted to, because they felt like it needed to be more updated and, appeal more to quote-unquote modern audiences, which is absolutely terrible. But it's no surprise this person goes on social media, attacks people, takes existing characters and twists around their origin stories to be more of what they want. Ayala had actually said to Polygon, I wanted to kind of take him and put him into our context. What does it mean to be that kind of character, slightly annoying but in a cute way, a really, really smart black kid in 2021? How do you survive and keep that optimism and keep that kind of heroic nature? I personally would have preferred if they kept Static Shock's background accurate to the source material, accurate to all of the writing that came before, but of course they didn't do that because that's not who these people are. Here's another article from September 2020, just kind of showing off the work that DC's also been doing. This says that DC has announced a new graphic novel, Wonder Women of History, which will feature stories centered on 17 female real-world heroes like AOC, Elizabeth Warren. These are the types of things that DC is focused on creating, not good stories that people actually want to see, not good backgrounds for characters being respected. No. They're focused on hiring people like this, and people like this are focused on ruining the companies from the inside out. People like this are a symptom of everything wrong with the industry, and it's no surprise to see the mainstream comic industry failing when you've got people like this attacking consumers, attacking potential colleagues, ruining backgrounds of characters, and writing absolute garbage. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.